A lot of the scenarios I chose were ones that I've actually experienced or I've had a coworker experience. So I kind of drew from those those experiences and turned them into, a more generic situation. 80% of what's in there are things that I know have happened in an early childhood setting, including all the stuff with the parents and the coworkers. I've worked in 3 different early childhood settings in 3 different states. So, a lot of these situations, they weren't isolated to just one school. There were similar situations that happened each place that I worked. Putting in things that really happen give you that practical experience for when and if it does happen to you, or if it happens to a coworker, that you can say, hey, listen, I heard about this or read about this in this guidebook. This is what the suggestions were. Because just like I got information from coworkers and people who had been teaching longer than me, now that can be passed down to a new generation of young teachers. If you're in early childhood, you know that children learn best through play. And that's hands-on learning. And I think in a lot of cases, the same is for adults. Having a good mix of the reading material and the processing, but also the putting it into practice. And you think about teaching, teachers often have to do student teaching, or they have to be observed on a regular basis. And even for the CDA, you have to have someone come in and observe you in a classroom setting. So the more situational practice you can have, then I feel the better prepared you'd be. Even if you're not seeking the credential, even if you're just doing this as you want to stay an assistant teacher, or you're doing this part-time, or you're just, you're not looking to take that path, the information in there is still very useful. There's an opportunity to use those scenario cards and use those reflective questions that are in there to really, really broaden your knowledge and your experience, and possibly step outside your comfort zone, which is always good when you're trying to learn something new.